First order of business, it's my honor to present you with the certificate of election. Patsy Ayala, Council Member Ayala.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Second order, I'm going to hand the mic to you and deliver the oath of office. So if I can hand the mic to you and you will repeat after me. Please raise your right hand. I, Patsy Ayala,
I, Patsy Ayala,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance,
that I will
bear true faith
bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties about which I'm about to enter. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If I can get you to...
Okay. I have a certificate from the Los Angeles County Sanitation District. It's the largest district in the world and does the sanitation for over 10 million people, which doesn't sound like much, but the health of the country very much relies on its sanitation. And Cameron worked through many years on multiple difficult projects to meet the quality that regional water requires. And some of it was nationally significant in that it had never been resolved anywhere. That was like the chloride issue and trying to get the water into the Santa Clara River to meet federal and national and state standards. And this is a resolution appreciating Cameron Smyth for all of his diligence and work and consistency, and I was privileged to work with him through many years on that. And I just want to tell you, Cameron, that you never swayed, you never gave up, you never let go, and you just worked diligently, and we accomplished what we needed to do. And so on behalf of the Los Angeles County Sanitation District, we present you with a resolution by the county in appreciation to you, Cameron Smyth.
Good evening. I have a resolution from the Santa Clarita Community College District, where I'm the president of the Board of Trustees, and I'm here, and it's my honor to thank you for your service to this community and for your support of the college through all these years. It's a long resolution. I won't read it all, but do want to say that whereas Mr. Cameron Smyth has consistently supported College of the Canyons throughout his career in elected office, including serving as co-chair of the Yes on E campaign committee that generated $230 million of local facilities funding, approving the city's continued partnership with the Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center at College of the Canyons, and authorizing Assembly Bill 172, which provided more flexibility to the college and the community in using the University Center for hosting events and fundraisers. And whereas Mr. Cameron Smyth is not the most well-known Smyth at College of the Canyons, given his wife Lena's reputation as an outstanding political science professor. And whereas Mr. Cameron Smyth will be dearly missed by the community, especially in the State of the City videos, which he demonstrated his comedic talents and proved him willing to do almost anything for a laugh. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the people who comprise the community of College of the Canyons do hereby recognize and thank Mr. Cameron Smyth for his dedicated leadership and his outstanding example of public service to the people of Santa Clarita Valley. And I wish him well as he transitions to a new phase of life and finds something meaningful to occupy his time on 2 Tuesday evenings every month. So congratulations, and thank you for your service to the community and for your support of our college.
Finally, it's my turn. And if you think that everybody else getting emotional and I'm the one who's going to hold it together, you are wrong. No, but I do though. First, I want to thank everybody for all those kind words. And as I was thinking about today, it really is me who wants to say thank you. There are so many people throughout my life that have had an impact and helped me get here tonight. And again, I realize how big of a day it is for Patsy and her family, and I've certainly sat in that seat, and I do want to make sure that we celebrate her and her accomplishment. Watching the video and hearing all of the comments, it does remind me of the words of the great 20th century philosopher Ferris Bueller, who said, life moves pretty fast. And if you... Ferris Bueller, why am I getting choked? I'm going to be a mess when I'm getting choked up over Ferris Bueller. But if you don't stop and and look around once in a while, you could miss it. And that's that was very true, very wise words from good old Ferris. And it's funny though when I think about when I first sat in this chair. See, I read this a bunch of times to try to get through it, so we'll see. But I was in my 20s. I'd only been married less than a year. I didn't have any kids. Clearly, I had a different voice. If you watch that video, I certainly sounded a lot different. But now, I'm in my 50s. I spent my 30th, 40th, and 50th birthday in elected office. Been married 25 years, 3 kids, 2 of them are adults. It goes quick, and again, I couldn't be more thankful for them and everyone who have helped made me through this journey. Because as Jason mentioned, and everyone has, Senator Wilk mentioned it, that we all chose this path, but our families don't, and they are they're impacted too. So I couldn't be, more thankful. Lorene mentioned it as well. I've had the privilege of knowing every single city council member that has served this city, and actually served with Joanne Darcy, one of our founding council members. And to count myself amongst them, and for the 5 of us, and now for our newest, council member, with Patsy coming in, it makes it easier for me to say, goodbye and step away, knowing that we have a council that the focus is, for this city. Joanne Darcy, in her goodbye comments, she talked about the love of Santa Clarita, and it's something that you can't really quantify, but it's there, and I know it's there amongst all of the council, and I know it's there amongst our staff, and we certainly can see that every day in our community. Despite the fact that we have changed and grown, so much over the years. I do want to mention our city staff as well. It's a testament to this community and the culture of Santa Clarita that there are still staff members that were here when my dad was on the council, and they're still here today. And I know they enjoy working for me more than him, and they've told me that. I'm going to go with that anyways, but, and I think I can speak for all of the council, current and past, that we would put you against any staff in the country, and we would know where we stand in Santa Clarita, and we would do that any day of the week. And that starts from our city manager and his team to all of our you talk to our graffiti team, our road maintenance team, our parks and rec, our community preservation. We couldn't have a better staff. And again, that is a big part of what makes our community what it is today. I want to just thank our first responders. It's been mentioned a few times about the tragedy of Saugus High School in 2019, and communities get tested, and we were tested that day. And again, without a surprise, our first responders met that challenge. We have had countless fires where homes have been devastated, where animals have had to be evacuated, and our fire have always been there to support our community. So we couldn't be more thankful for them. And I was asked a little bit just about things you remember and proudest moments or accomplishments, and that's that's hard to do as well. But I did find myself kind of going through my mind of meetings that that you remember and items that that you still reflect upon. And my very first council meeting, we had to vote to restripe McBean Parkway from 2 to 3 lanes, and there were more people there for this meeting than there are here today. And those were the issues that people were passionate about 20 plus years ago. The issues of the Calgrove Gate, putting our first trash contract out to bid, fighting Ellesmere and CEMEX, the many annexation meetings that we had, having to prioritize registration for city activities. We were so impacted that we had to prioritize city residents over non-city residents. And again, couldn't tell you how many residents from Stevenson Ranch and Castaic that were there that night telling us they weren't ever going to vote for me again. It's like, good. Sounds good to me. You're still not getting priority registrations, but you talk about probably sadly the most famous event at City Hall, of course, was the McRib Girl, and that's why I had the most YouTube views of anything related to Santa Clarita. And certainly around the activities around the pandemic. And I will say that calling in the National Guard it was pretty surreal, and having to do that in your hometown.
First order of business, it's my honor to present you with the certificate of election. Patsy Ayala, Councilmember Ayala.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Second order, I'm going to hand the mic to you and deliver the oath of office. So if I can hand the mic to you and you will repeat after me. Please raise your right hand. I, Patsy Ayala,
I, Patsy Ayala,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance,
that I will
bear true faith
bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
about which I'm about to enter.
about which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.